access. We're all good. Teddy, can you hear us on your end?
Yep, let's get it.
All right, perfect. Guys, just a reminder to raise your hand if you have a question for Teddy. With that said, no one's done it yet, so someone can open up with the first one. Go for it, Mike.
Thanks, Preston. Teddy, hope you had a nice long weekend to kind of reassess and reevaluate. And with rested eyes, what does the offense look like to you through 8 games? And the caveat being 8 games, 6 of those without Christian.
And you look back, you do some self-scouting, and you find out different things. Of course, we want to be executing better. There are times where we've shown flashes of being an elite offense. And if we could just, be consistent, be a better second half football team, I think, we'll take the right steps towards being a good football team, a great football team. So, just understanding that when all 11 guys are doing their job, it looks like a well-oiled machine. When we get out of character sometimes, that's when things go wrong. So honestly, for us, it's just playing complete football, 60 minutes, being better in the second half, and just trusting what the coaches are teaching us.
Let's go to David Newton, followed by Elena Gutsenberg.
Hey, Teddy, hope you had a good couple of days off. I want to ask you this is nothing against Mike Davis, because I think he's played really well with Christian out, but what does Christian bring that this offense may have been missing when he comes back?
I mean, honestly, everything that Mike has done, that's what Christian brings to the table as well. Obviously Christian, coming off the year that he had last year, he's a guy who's exceptional. But at the same time, you never want to take away what Mike did for us. For him to step in and do the things that he's done, he's been a true pro. He's been working extremely hard. Christian is a guy you get back. Everyone saw what he did last year, what he did the first 2 games this year. So we're just excited, to be getting healthy at this point in the year.
Hey, Teddy, 2 questions for you. First, how are you doing? Were there any lingering kind of neck injury related things?
I'm doing fine.
Okay, glad to hear. And then, when we just talked to Matt, and he mentioned how he's been stressing how important it is to keep you upright. That when the offense is so much better when you have time to stand upright. How much of that does that fall on you? Obviously all 11 players have to be playing together, but how much of the sacks and all that do you take credit for?
I mean, we watch the tape, and we evaluate different things as we watch the tape. The ultimate goal is to go out there and not get sacked at all. But there are times in games where teams might scheme us up, might draw up a pressure that gets to the quarterback. But I think, guys are communicating well. We could always be executing better. But I agree with Coach, and that's one of our keys to victory each week. Just, winning the line of scrimmage. And that includes, burning the blitzes that teams may bring and just protecting the quarterback. So I think we can just do those things like Coach said, the games will be much smoother.
Let's go to Jonathan Alexander and then Joe Person.
Hey, what's up, Teddy? Hope you're doing well, man. You've been on a variety of teams, different records. So I'm wondering, does playing better in the second half come with winning those games and gaining confidence, or what does?
Honestly, each year is different. Each team is different that I've been on, but you always want to make sure that you're playing your best football. As the season is going on, you want to be a team that's, progressing. So, we want to make sure we have that mindset that, this is the time where, we played 8 games already. You only get 8 more opportunities. You want to make sure that you're heading in the right direction. So we know how important this second half of the season is.
Teddy, is there something in Curtis's skill set that makes him particularly effective on third downs? Like, I know the other night against the Falcons, I know it's just one play, but on that 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3, it was his quickness that seemed to separate him on like that little dart route that you found him on.
Curtis, he's a great football player. And, he's making plays on third down, but he's also scoring touchdowns, on first and second down, catching the ball, rushing the ball in the backfield. But it's just, Curtis is so explosive, his first step. Once he gets the ball in his hand, he's able to make guys miss. His awareness for where he is on the football field, it's outstanding. So however we can just find ways to get him the ball, something good always happens.
Let's go to Miles Simmons and then Jason Huber.
Hey, Teddy, when you think about just what you feel like you can do better, in particular, going into this last stretch of games, where do you feel like you can make the most strides and the most improvements?
Honestly, that's something I'd rather just keep in-house. We talk about, amongst each other, things that we could be doing better. And at the end of the day, it's for, this team, this organization to know. We had a meeting today, self-scouting, different things, just trying to find different ways to be better. Football players, coaches are finding better ways to be better coaches, and we're trying to find a better way to be a better football team. So, those conversations, the more we keep it in-house, the closer it brings us together and ultimately transfer to the football field.
Teddy, what's kind of facing the reigning Super Bowl champions and a team like the Chiefs? I know the mindset for you guys every week is to go in and win, but how challenging will this week be for you guys as you prep for them?
Of course, every week is challenging, and you're going against the defending champs. We just got to go in with the right mindset and understand that we just got to play the game the way we know how to play. We can't let it be a game where they're dictating the tempo and the speed of the game. We just got to play the game, play our brand of football and get back to playing our brand of football and allow everything else to fall in place.
All right, guys, we have time for 3 more. So let's go to Steve Reed, followed by Skylar Callahan, and finish with Sharon Thorsland.
Hey, Teddy, we're asking some players around the league what they're doing for the election tomorrow. Sorry, non-football question, but just you got any plans or what are you doing?
But I'll be at the facility watching some film, running in the pool. That's about it.
Hey, Teddy, kind of going back to Mike's question from earlier, just looking back in the first 8 games, where do you think that you guys as an offense have improved on the most, and where do you feel that where would you grade yourself through those first 8 games? And do you feel like the comfort, I wouldn't say comfort, but maybe the chemistry at the offense is starting to get a little bit better?
Honestly, man, we've done so many things well these first 8 games, but also we've done some things not so well. So I think this was a good week. This was a good weekend for us to just, self-scout, reevaluate some things, and come up with a plan moving forward for the second half of the season. Again, some guys healthy, some guys are playing some good football, and we just want to make sure we're trending in the right direction.
Hey, Teddy, I know that you guys haven't gotten into the Chiefs too much yet, I'm sure, but what are your early impressions of them defensively, particularly those guys in the secondary like Matthew and Breland?
Yeah, they got some guys who have some experience. Those guys play well together. They communicate well. You see Honey Badger getting those guys lined up. So it's a great group. And we have a great group of receivers. So, we understand that this week is going to be a challenge. Each week is a challenge for us. So we just want to go out there and just play our brand of football, continue to just, trend in the right direction, play a complete game. Want to make sure we're playing complementary football as well, helping the defense out, changing the field with special teams, different things, scoring points, and being a better second half football team.
All right, guys, we got to let them go. Teddy, always good hearing from you.
Thank you.